In the exciting world of Hollywood, where dreams come true and stars shine bright, Sofia Marquez became a big deal. She was amazing in her roles, making people really feel the stories she was part of. On the other side, her sister Ella decided not to be an actress. Sofia became famous really fast, captivating everyone with her talent. Ella, though not in the spotlight, watched her sister's career soar. But something was off with Sofia. She started acting differently, not like her usual happy self. She seemed confused and distant at times. Ella, even with her own busy life, wanted to find out what was wrong with Sofia. One night, driven by worry and curiosity, Ella ended up in a dim bar filled with people from the movie world, looking for answers about her sister's strange behavior. It was there that Ella overheard a drunken producer's slurred words, tales of android robots infiltrating Hollywood, replacing real actors with flawless replicas. Her suspicions ignited, and Ella's mind raced with questions. Could this be the answer to her sister's inexplicable behavior? Ella's heart raced as she confronted her sister, Sofia, about her strange behavior, but instead of answers she found only confusion and denial. Sofia's responses were vague, her eyes darting nervously as she deflected Ella's probing question. Disturbed and unsettled, Ella couldn't shake the feeling that something was deeply wrong. After their confrontation, she retreated to her apartment, her mind spinning with unanswered questions and unspoken fears. In a desperate bid for validation, Ella turned to the authorities, hoping they could provide the evidence she needed to support her suspicions. But as she recounted her encounter with the drunken producer and her sister's subsequent odd behavior, the police regarded her with skepticism. With no tangible evidence to support her claims, Ella's pleas fell on deaf ears. Frustrated and disheartened, she watched helplessly as the police closed the case, dismissing her concerns as baseless paranoia. Alone and adrift, Ella grappled with the weight of her doubts. Was she truly onto something, or had she allowed fear and uncertainty to cloud her judgment? Doubt gnawed at her resolve, threatening to undermine everything she held dear. But even in the face of adversity, Ella refused to abandon her convictions. With determination burning bright in her heart, she resolved to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Meanwhile, Max, a disillusioned android technician, found himself unexpectedly at the police station, seeking to report the unethical practices he had witnessed. His attention was drawn to Ella, who was passionately arguing her case to the officer. Intrigued by her determination and suspicious of her motives, Max approached Ella after she left the station. He revealed his knowledge of the android conspiracy, explaining how Hollywood producers had bribed aliens for the source code to create the lifelike androids. Shocked by Max's revelations, Ella realized the extent of the deception and the danger they were all in. With a newfound ally by her side, she resolved to dig deeper into the conspiracy and expose the truth to the world. As tensions mount and suspicions deepen, Ella and Max find themselves on a collision course with the powerful forces behind the android conspiracy. But with danger lurking around every corner, they must tread carefully if they hope to uncover the truth hidden beneath the glittering facade of the entertainment industry. With Max by her side, Ella delved deeper into the murky underworld of Hollywood's android conspiracy. Their investigation led them down a labyrinthine path filled with danger and deceit as they unraveled the web of lies spun by the powerful forces at play. Ella's heart raced as she paced the dimly lit streets of Hollywood, her mind consumed by a whirlwind of uncertainty and fear. With each passing moment, her concern for her sister Sofia grew, fueling her desperate search for answers. It was in this state of turmoil that she found herself standing outside the opulent offices of Marcus Reynolds, a once respected producer with a troubled past. Marcus had always held a special place in Ella's heart, his kindness and generosity a stark contrast to the cutthroat nature of the industry. But beneath his charming exterior lay a darkness that had long haunted him, a guilt-ridden secret that threatened to consume him from within. Taking a deep breath, Ella pushed open the ornate doors of Marcus's office, steeling herself for the confrontation that lay ahead. As she entered, her eyes met Marcus's, and she saw a flicker of recognition in his gaze. It was as if he had been expecting her, as if he had been waiting for this moment to come. "Marcus," Ella began, her voice trembling with emotion, "I need your help. I know about the androids, about what's been happening to the real actors, and I know that you're involved somehow." Marcus's expression darkened, a shadow passing over his features as he struggled to meet Ella's gaze. For a moment he remained silent, his eyes betraying a turmoil of emotions that threatened to overwhelm him. Finally he spoke, his voice barely above a whisper. "You're right, Ella. I've been involved in this from the beginning, but it wasn't supposed to be like this. I never wanted any of this to happen." As Marcus confessed his role in the conspiracy, Ella felt a surge of anger and betrayal rise within her. How could someone she had trusted betray her in such a way? But beneath her anger lay a glimmer of hope, a desperate longing for redemption and salvation. "Tell me everything, Marcus," Ella demanded, her voice firm and unwavering. "Tell me what you know about the androids, about my sister, and tell me how we can stop this madness before it's too late." With a heavy heart, Marcus revealed the truth about the androids, about how they had been created to replace the real actors in a bid to control the industry and amass untold wealth and power. But he also offered a sliver of hope, a chance for redemption in the form of an exit plan that could bring an end to the conspiracy once and for all. According to Marcus, there was a way to free the real actors and dismantle the android program for good, but it would require a risky gamble, a daring scheme to bribe the aliens who held the key to the source code with a rare and valuable substance known as red mercury. As Marcus outlined his plan, Ella felt a surge of adrenaline course through her veins. This was their chance to make things right, to put an end to the suffering and deception that had plagued Hollywood for far too long. And with Max's programming expertise at their disposal, they stood a fighting chance of success. But their plan would not be without risks. They would need to infiltrate the heart of the android stronghold, risking life and limb to retrieve the crucial information they needed to make contact with the aliens. It was a gamble, a leap of faith into the unknown. But for Ella, it was a risk worth taking, a chance to save her sister and bring an end to the conspiracy that had torn their lives apart. As Marcus finished outlining the details of their plan, Ella nodded, her determination burning bright in her eyes. "We'll do it," she said, her voice steady and resolute. "We'll free the real actors and put an end to this madness once and for all. Together?" With the chip extracted from Sophia's android body, Max wasted no time in initiating the connection with the aliens. The tension in the room was palpable as they awaited a response, each passing moment feeling like an eternity. Finally, a signal came through, breaking the silence with a burst of static. The aliens had heard their plea and were willing to assist. They agreed to accept the bribe of red mercury in exchange for providing the location and code to unlock the android stronghold. Ella breathed a sigh of relief as the weight of uncertainty lifted from her shoulders. Their plan was finally coming to fruition, and the prospect of freeing the real actors filled her with renewed determination. Armed with the information provided by the aliens, Ella wasted no time in reaching out to the families of the real actors. With a heavy heart and a sense of urgency, she shared the truth that had been hidden from them for so long. The families listened intently as Ella revealed the extent of the conspiracy and the danger their loved ones faced. Shock and disbelief washed over them as they processed the magnitude of the deception that had been perpetrated. But amidst the despair, there was also hope. Hope that with their combined efforts, they could put an end to the injustice that had plagued their lives and bring their loved ones home. As the sun began to rise on a new day, Ella and the families of the real actors gathered outside the android stronghold, their resolve unwavering in the face of adversity. They were joined by a contingent of police officers who had been briefed on the situation and were prepared to assist in the rescue operation. With a sense of purpose driving them forward, they stormed the stronghold, their determination unyielding as they fought their way through the defences. The air echoed with the sounds of gunfire and shouts as they pressed onward, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Finally, they reached the heart of the stronghold, where the real actors were being held captive. With a swift and decisive assault, they overpowered the android guards, freeing the actors from their chains and ushering them to safety. But their victory was short-lived as they came face to face with the mastermind behind the conspiracy, the producer who had orchestrated it all. With a sense of justice driving them forward, the police moved in to apprehend him, and his reign of terror finally brought to an end. With a sense of justice driving them forward, the police moved in to apprehend him, and his reign of terror finally brought to an end. They had faced adversity head-on and emerged victorious, their courage and determination shining bright in the face of darkness, as Ella, Max, and Marquez freed Sophia. I hope you liked this story. Consider subscribing for more sci-fi stories. Thank you for watching.